And there's the sails are full, and the mast of the ship is leaning into the wind, or away from the wind. The sun cresting the horizon. On this shore, all these tearful eyes are waving goodbye. But on the other shore, they are jumping up and down. Here he comes. Here he comes. I believe with all my heart that Joe is with his mom, dad, family, and friends, all those gone before, some too early, that he's missed for so many years. He also now knows it's all true. And he's comforted to know all is going to be well with you and I, and especially his loving family. So Joe is not gone. He's just away, and we'll see him again. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Virginia. I'm Dr. Joe's oldest daughter. And I'd like to ask my little brother to come up here, the youngest. So we got the bookends here of the kids. You've heard lots of great words about my dad today. He's a very tenacious person. When life gave him lemons, he made lemonade. He inspired a lot of people. He healed a lot of people. He gave a lot of grace and kindness to lots of people. And he's going to be missed. We cry all the time. I'm so glad the last few times I had with him, I was able to tell him exactly what I felt, and I know that he's hearing what we're saying today. But one word I'd like to say about my dad is that he's a rock. He never changed. I mean, when he was 18 and got hit, he's a rock. He's solid. Whoever he was 5 days ago, 10 days ago, 5 years ago, he's the same Joe, and that's why we love him. So what I did is I got some stones. They're at the front, and we all have lots of great things to say about my dad, maybe one word or something that you want to say, and then if you could use this rock and put a word on there that would describe my dad, we'd love to have that. And on the back, if you could sign your name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to those. And because Jacob's the youngest and I got to experience a lot of this of my dad, I'm going to hold on to them for him so that when he's older and he's thinking about dad, that he can really remember all the people that were here and the memories that they have of who he is. I mean, look around you. Look at all these people that know my dad for various reasons, whether they're a patient, an aunt, a cousin, a niece, a nephew, a child. Grandchild, you know my dad as a great guy. So if you could do something, if you have a moment to do that, we'd love to have you do that. So thank you for coming and celebrating.
Okay, Joe wanted to let people have the opportunity to come up and say a few words, but there were specific orders he gave that it needed to be short and quick. Okay, so he's watching this. You're on the clock.
You bet it'll be short and quick. I'm an auctioneer by a real trade in North Dakota, and I'm his youngest brother. And we have one other sister here, and there was 4 brothers, and he's the youngest. And some of the phobias I had, you guys come up here with 3-4 pages of things I can tell you all afternoon about my brother. But we really loved him, and I sure thank all of you for coming here and praying the rosary with us. I understand that a lot of you people aren't Catholic or whatever and don't understand the rosary, but the rosary is just like an auctioneer. It's repetition, and it relaxes. If you had something here I could sell, I would do it for you, but I'm going to just tell you a couple things about my brother Joe, because he was 6 years older than my sister Jean, and I remember one time he was babysitting us, or we didn't think we were babies, but whatever we did, if you think sitting on a chair and praying the rosary was hard, he made us kneel on corn kernels. But we still loved him. And then, I don't have a prepared speech, but I could tell you all day, but I'm not gonna, because I love food, and I'm getting kind of gant, but I'm going to tell you about where he learned one of those 4 leather words. And we all learned it. And then we're all going to have to deal with it someday. But we had our favorite aunt, Anna, she lived in San Francisco. And she'd come every other year to North Dakota, and we lived in the western part, and then we ended up in the eastern part. And anyway, she kind of looked out for us. She thought we were kind of hillbillies. And anyhow, one day she said to my dad, Joe's dad and mine and Gene's, she said to him, "Where do those kids learn to swear?" And our dad said, "I don't know where the hell they get it from." But anyway, I want to thank you all for sharing with my brother. He was a great fella. He helped my oldest son come with me. He's going to be 50 years old. He didn't walk till he was 2 because we ended up sending him, my wife and other sister brought him out with my other son. We had a son. His next brother, sibling, is a little less than a year apart. So we used good family planning. All of our kids are at least 9 months apart. But anyway, he helped Peter Jr. to walk, and he's going to be 50 this year on November 28th, and I sure love you all for being part of Joe's life. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone? Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead? You want to say a few things? All right. Jacob?
So, my dad, he was a good guy. He taught me a lot of things. He taught me how to ride a horse, how to drive a quad, and I want to thank him for all of the things he's done for me, and all of the people that he's helped, and all of his grandkids and his great grandkids, and his sister too, Charisse.
I'm his daughter.
Oh, his daughter. So when he was
I'm your
sick,
sister.
yeah. So when he was sick, my aunt Marianne was up, and so he wanted some food, and so she said, "What do you need?" And he said, "A cucumber, little." And he said, and she said, "What do you want?" "A cucumber, damn it, cucumber!"
All right. How do you follow that one? Anybody want to follow that one? Okay. I think it's official now. Time to eat? Okay. I don't know how this is organized. Somebody else did that, but you know.